Hi, it's Kim. Welcome to the channel today. Today what I'm going to do is make a little craft object from my Hypertufa. I thought you might enjoy watching this very simple craft. There's not really anything difficult to it, but I thought I'd seen some pictures circulating on Facebook about little rearview mirror dangling plants, and I don't know if those were meant to be real plants, which of course they can't live in your enclosed car, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to try one of these artificial plants, because these artificial plants are looking more and more realistic. So I picked one up at Marshall's for only $5.99, and that particular one happened to have a set of 3. And they are looking these days more and more realistic. Now I also found another one in this little glass container, and it really looks realistic too. The shadings on the plant and everything, its little petals, look very realistic. It's just about the right size, but I couldn't find any way to get it out. So I may make another one. Of course, my husband has threatened never to drive the car if it starts having dangling flowers from the rear view mirror. And I thought, well, that's okay with me, because I drive most of the time anyway. But let me just show you. I wanted some jute cord, which I'm just going to try to twist into a very simple macrame. And then, if necessary, a little bit of moss in the container. Now these are some of the other samples that I pulled out of that pot I showed you at the beginning of the video. They're real pretty, but they were very, very difficult to pull out. I pulled them out of that gravel. There's no way the gravel was going to come out. So you can see it left one little peg still in there. The one came off its peg. This one kept its peg. This one kept its peg. But, oh, this one did not. And when I look through them all, I kind of think this is my most favorite. It pulled right off of its peg. So I think I'll use this. But I'll just show you the steps. Now, I am planning on just using a length of the cord. Not really sure exactly how long I'm going to need it to get over the rear view mirror, but I'll worry about that. I'm just going to make 3 equal cords of that length. So if you make one, you'll have to base that on the size of your little container. My container is very, very tiny. So I'm just going to cut 6 lengths here. Okay, I've got 3 lengths cut, and what I'm going to do is just tie that in the center, and then we'll go from there. Now I've got the knot tied in the center, as you see, just a plain slip knot. And my little pot, it did have plants in it. It's got a drilled hole and everything, but I'm just going to put that at the center and then pull the knots up the side and tie it as a regular little macrame type thing. Okay. Let me see if I can figure how to get this on a tripod and still get my arms around it. Okay, I'm getting the center of my cord, and I'm going to place it right across here, and we'll put a dot of glue to hold it together. But I don't want to glue it to this lid. Okay? Here. Okay, And then the second cord, I'll get the center of it, and I'm going to put it, we're like slicing a 6-part thing. I think it'll glue probably with just that dot. Okay, can you add another finger? And then the third cord, I'm going to grab the center of it, same way. I've got the center of it, and I'm going to go to the other 6 slices of the pie. Okay. Now how soon can I lift that up so it won't glue?
When it turns white.
But will it be glued to that lid?
We can get it off the lid.
Okay, you hold on to this just a little bit until it... You're getting it on the table, Jerry.
It'll come off, hon.
Well, this isn't holding together at all, so got any ideas? This ain't gonna work.
Just hold it there, right?
Okay, you're stringing strings of glue across the table. Would you get that? See that piece of glue right here? Right there. Okay, now what am I doing with this? I just got to keep my little 6 portions. It's gluing to it. I can feel it.
Okay.
Now, will it lift off all together?
I don't know.
This is really not very crafty. All right, now make sure you have your 6 portions of pie. Are we even? We're fairly even.
Trying to get the sticks, pain.
All right, let me. This ain't gonna be no crafty thing.
Okay.
Okay, I've got the 3 glued on, kind of in a 6 slices of pie pattern. It's not warm or tacky or anything right now, so I'm going to assume it's ready for me to go upside like this. Now, I'll just try to keep track of my 3 strands, and I got a small little amount of moss just for any like little project, and I'm gonna stuff that down in there just as an underlayer. And then, as I showed you before, this is the fake but fairly realistic looking succulent. Now I'm just gonna set it down in the top, and it appears to me that it's just going to have to be glued at certain spots around each of the sides. So what we're going to do is just put a few touches. Let me kind of measure. Looks like maybe around here. And then that should anchor it to our container. There. Now I've got that in, and it's in the container. So now these 6 strands, I'm going to pull them up. All right, we may have to back this up now so that we can see a little better. I'm going to bring the 6 strands.
Is it recording? Yeah.
I'm going to bring the 6 strands up fairly opposite of each other and kind of hold them taut so we can see just about where we're at and if that's how we want it to hang. Okay, if that looks like how it would hang if I can get it on an equal area. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now at top, I think I'm just going to try tying a knot. Okay, hold that real tight.
Tie another piece around it.
I'm going to use another piece, and then I'll tie this around the end, but then I'm going to have to interweave the tie so it won't just slip right back off. Okay, once I've got it good and tight, then I'm just going to put the end of it back down through here, and let's say this end back through here, and then I'll tie it one more time. There. I'll do one more time over here. And that should be tight enough. Okay, I'll snip the ends. There would be my little hanging planter for the rear view mirror. Now once I get it up there, I'll have to see if it fits the rear view mirror. I'm going to put this around the little rod that holds the rear view mirror and just kind of give it a twist. Yeah, easier said than done. Okay, want it about like that. And let me see. That would hold it right there. Probably could be a little bit shorter, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll retie it shorter. Okay, what I've done is judge that we had it too low, so we've retied with the little wire. I don't know if you can see that little wire, but I've got this much to trim off. So let me trim that and we'll get it suspended. Okay. Okay, we've got it attached. It looks kind of cute. You can see how much shorter we got it than the rear view mirror. So it just hangs a few inches off. And I think it looks real cute. So I have my little succulent of some kind and a Hypertufa hanger from my rear view mirror. I think it will look awesome. Of course, my husband says he won't drive the car anymore. It's too humiliating. But since I drive mostly anyway, it won't matter. But I think it's real cute. I really like it a lot. It's Hypertufa and it's very, very light. So perfect. Thanks for joining me today, and be sure and stick around and watch another video.